What up, Siren? How you doing? How's it been? You might be in ads right now, actually. Good, been hood? Been hood, huh? Keeping it straight hood. Respect. What affiliation? Just got out of ads. Oh no, well you're about to be back in them, I think. Oh no. You might get doubled up. Okay. I just started the ads now, so I'm worried that you got hit with the pre-roll before those ads started. I got 16.5k points. That's a terrifying number, dude. I'm going back to an old screenshot here. Unfortunately, I just don't like the direction anything I was doing is going. So I'm probably just gonna take a break from drawing on this. And now I can redeem the ASMR and French. Oh no. Any chance you want to hold off on the ASMR till next weekend? I'm just feeling a little off today. Sure, appreciate it. I'll hold off, gives me time to collect more points. Ooh, the collector. What do you don't have a goal? You don't want to get the VIP? Not that it makes a big difference with anything, but... Ooh, I don't want to keep listening to it like Sunfire. What else is queued up? Is it just all... Okay. VIP could be a great flex. You know, there's only actually one person who's ever redeemed the VIP via the point system. So way back in the day, I would just give out VIP because I had like 5-ish viewers or whatever, right? So like I just didn't have like a bar that needed to be met to achieve VIP, and so a lot of people had VIP. And then when I switched over to doing it point wise, I figured, you know, we would grandfather in all of the old VIPs so that we didn't remove their VIP status or whatever. And so there's only one person that's actually purchased VIP, and that's Gladsask. She's the only capitalist VIP, which to me, deep down in my heart, is a true test of commitment. You know, because it's 100k channel points, which is crazy. It's a huge amount. I think it's the biggest flex. How am I? I'm alright. Just kind of been out of it lately, but I'm good. It'll pass. Redeeming a game stream is even more flex. That's true. Redeeming a game stream would be crazy. I don't even know if it's like possible. That's 600k. What game would you make me play, Siren? I haven't drawn in 2 weeks, I think. This is gonna be shaking a lot of rust off today. Spore? Oh, damn, dude. I have a lot of friends who would love to watch me play Spore. I have some buddies who are obsessed with Spore. I really like this song. What do I want to listen to right now? I'm just gonna put on, like, the stupid DJ thing. I was playing Spore yesterday, and it's so fun. Hell yeah, dude. It's a unique game. It is. It is. I've never really played. I've watched my buddies play it, but I've never played. But the concept is cool. I just, like, I don't know how much it's expanded since then, or if it's even still a supported game, but there's so much there, you know? Myth, what up? Hello there, Mr. No Stream today. Yeah, it's true. There have been a lot of no streams. Sorry about that, guys. There's gonna be one more next week, too, on Friday. Otherwise, I think everything's gonna go back to normal. That's why I want to know how Snack's doing. I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good. The other one might be Rune Factory. It's a sad day, big dog. I've lost my streak. I was busy, like, legit all of last weekend. Oh, shit. Oh, no. How long? You had a huge streak, didn't you? It was massive, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I feel like you were 30 plus, at least. Or was it fewer? 60 to 70. 6-7, dude. Crazy. You know what, Myth? It don't matter to me. You're still in the 70s in my heart, okay? No number on a digital chat is gonna change that. I see you, Myth. I see you showing up. The other one might be Rune Factory. I don't think I've ever heard of Rune Factory. Freaks to me are cool, and it's great to see chatter showing up, but I'm never gonna fault you for just missing one, and you shouldn't feel bad, you know? I feel like, to me, that the sign of you being a regular is good enough, dude. It's like a story of seasons, but with combat? Okay. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Yo, Snack, I broke my foot. Lots of time to draw in the coming weeks? Okay. Well, hold on, dude. There's a lot to unpack there. How'd you break your foot? What the fuck? What'd you do? I want to draw heads at different perspectives. I'm trying to think of an angle I don't do much. What's an angle what's an angle I should try and draw a head at? I don't normally draw... Do I draw bottom down? Or bottom up? Or top down, I mean? Maybe not like at an extreme amount, but... Free-run angle? I feel like whenever I ask, people always say the free-run angle, but I feel like I do the free-run angle all the time. It's just like 3/4 up. I missed a step on the stairs while being too sleepy. Was this in your apartment? Or was it just like, Yes? Oh my god, dude. You're lucky you didn't, like, concuss yourself or something. How's it going, Sid? What up, dude? Do the Willem Dafoe angle? What the hell is the Willem Dafoe angle? Carry on. This is kind of like Free-Run. Here you go. Elf ears, pigtails, bangs. It's the Free-Run angle. Snack, where have you been? I've just been, you know, I don't know, dude. There's no great way to say it. I mean, I've been a combination of being busy and just being moody, dude. So I just need to step away for a little bit. You know, that's all. I'm still feel a little out of it, but it'll pass. I have steps leading to my bed, long story. I think I've seen them before, way back in the day. back when you weren't a bearded man on the internet. I think I know what you're talking about. It's just like 2 steps, right? Or like it's like a short thing like that. I'm not gonna draw your apartment, that would be weird, but you know what I mean. Is it at least a serious fracture, or maybe just a crack? That's right, we want fully broken bones. Guys, I've never broken a bone in my life. I'm still in the no broken bones club. I'll send a pic on the DC of your broken leg. Do I want to see that? Oh, okay, it's an X-ray. Oh, you legitimately actually broke your foot, dude. What the fuck? We got a GladSass foot reveal. Crazy. People would pay top dollar for this, Glad. You're just giving it out for free? Oh shit, I gotta check my, my freaking YouTube chat. I forgot that's a thing right now. Oh, nobody's chatting. There you go, excellent. Free, I know, I'm throwing away money. I wonder if X-ray pics have a different degree of, value within the foot fetishists. I have no idea, because I'm not one, but... Holy, clean in half. Yeah, dude, that's insane. Time for the do they wiggle redeem? Lemon Squisser. It's do it jiggle. And Danny, shit, you know it jiggle. You know it be jiggling, dog. So how long's the recovery on that, Glad? I don't know what Freerin looks like, by the way. I'm going off memory here. Give her the small anime mouth. Every anime girl has a small mouth for some reason. Damn, even I didn't break it that bad when I cracked my foot in 2 spots. They hurt like a bitch, though. Let's come together and make Snack It Gaming streamer for a bit. No, you guys can't collaborate on getting me to game. That's not how it works. I will not accept collaboration. You gotta spend 3 years of watching me non-stop. It's the only way. The reality is, guys, I feel like that redeem... Part of me feels like I should just get rid of it and actually just consider starting the game. I don't know. The big thing is, I feel like my shoulder injury is really impacted by streaming and drawing. You know, it might not hurt in the moment, but I think it carries over off stream. And I don't know how much actually streaming hurts me. I don't know. Son of me, I'm not crazy, I've been having a lot of existential thoughts lately, I think, about sort of what I want and, you know, the directions I'm going. I don't know. Kind of all over the place, to be quite honest. Bring back the Monday stream? No. Adding another day to streaming is not going to help anything right now. Definitely not going to help. Well, look who the cat dragged in. What up, Nancy? How you doing? How you doing? I'm alright. I'm alright. But I probably won't have to go to work. Don't you sit when you work? No excuses. You should show your boss how much of a hard worker you are by showing up and working through your injury and damaging yourself in the process. Think of how tough you'll look. Voss Vossi, what up? How's it going, Faye? Been a minute. I can't drive like this, can I? You can't work from home? I got laid off last week? Oh, fuck, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Is this one of those things where, you know, it's gonna be rough, or is it one of those where it's just like a forced break type of deal? I'm good, enjoying the sun, little British sun. But Siren, this is I think this is more or less the Freerin angle. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing here. Obviously her head's a little big, but or her jaw's a little big. I think on an elven lady like this, I'd probably round the jaw a little bit more. Hair, skull, neck. Feels a little distorted actually, but well, no job's always rough, but EI and Severance should cover me for a few months. Hoping I find something in a few months, but the job market is bad. Yeah, it is, dude. Canada's job market is actually like really fucked. If you're like in an American market, just know it's worse in Canada right now. It's very bad. Today I'm just doing some comfort heads, you know, nothing too crazy. English is not Englishing today? Holy. Great, because when I broke my arm first, it healed, but incorrectly, and then they re-broke it and put in a titanium plate there. I had to wear that cast for a month more. Damn. What have you been up to? Nothing much. Chilling, mostly. Chilling. Max, cock it and pull. Comfort head is always a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Just some comfort head right now, dude. The straight on up or down angle is hard. Yeah, well, I think there's a way you want to sort of rationalize it to make it a little easier. I've talked about this a few times, Siren, but I can go over it real quick. So look at like the width on this guy's forehead. Like, let's say I put his hairline here, okay? Let's say I put this dude's hairline here. Now let's say I put this girl's hairline. It's probably going to be about here. And if you look at the distance between the brow and the hairline. Well, he doesn't have brows. Let me just draw brows on this guy real quick. If you look at the sort of distance on the brow and the hairline, it tends to get a little bit shorter on the sort of Freerin angle. So the region gets a lot smaller here. I actually made it a little too long on that one. But essentially, that's sort of the big stuff you're looking at. This whole region is probably the one that's going to grow the most. Like the chin to the mouth. This middle region is... It doesn't change too much, but the features get pushed up and the spaces change. So the space between the nose and the mouth gets longer, and the space between the eye and the nose gets smaller. To the point where if it's really extreme, if it's really extreme, the nose will just straight up overlap the eyeball. So let's say I have an eyeball here, or an eyeball here, and we're going like really extreme on the angle here. The nose might even just like go over top of the eye completely, you know, something like this. And then the mouth would be like, I don't know, like this or whatever. So that's sort of the trick. And then you gotta show the bottom plane. So there's this sort of little triangular plane on the bottom of the neck here. That gets seen a lot more obviously at an extreme angle like this. The straight on, up, or down angle is hard. Basically, no neck to all neck. Yeah, the down angle would be like no neck. How's it going, Zaza? What's up, big dog? Yeah, the bottom down angle would be like no neck. So if you're looking down, you see a lot of the top of the head now, like a lot. All the features are going to be pushed down. You're going to see sort of the top plane of the nose. And I'll just give like some eyeballs here. And then the chin, lips, mouth, all that stuff. Look how smushed they are together. They're really like compact in there. And then the neck is literally just this, you know? Obviously, these are really quick sketches, so they're not the prettiest things in the world, but you would sort of improve it from here, I guess. Better since I ain't hacked anymore? Yeah, I saw that. By the way, nobody go buy Zaza's crypto, okay? Mr. Beast does not endorse Zaza's crypto, I promise. I'm gonna do some features I don't normally do. I'm gonna do very round stuff. Round, we getting munchers? I have no idea what munchers is. I endorse Zaza's crypto. Yeah, guys, I mean, look, if you want to get rich, there's a link that was posted this morning. It was deleted because we just don't want the whole world to know the secret to getting rich. But if you were around this morning and you managed to find Zaza's link, it's the way you retire, basically. If you're struggling in life right now, go click on that stuff, you know? What up, Snack? What up, Black Knight? How you doing, big dog? Damn, that was you? Happens to the best of us, homie. Yeah. If it was like a new chatter, I may just straight up ban them. But because Zaza's like an OG, I knew he didn't do it like maliciously, you know? Plus, I've seen that exact sort of hack before. So it's not nothing too crazy to me. I endorse Zaza's crypto. We read that already. This jaw feels a little weird to me. This whole region feels really weird to me. It might be in people's DMs. Don't click on it. Yeah, don't click on it in all seriousness. Leave it all for me, that's right. Leave it all for Lemon. Are you my mommy? I hope not. That would be quite the shock. What hole would you even come out of? My eyes. That feels a little high. That feels a little low. Also, I just don't like the shape. Better. I don't trust any random DM in general. If Arnold Schwarzenegger can get you pregnant, then so can you. Could get pregnant, then so can you. Arnold Schwarzenegger can get pregnant? What can't this man do? Don't act like you don't know what hole. I don't know what hole, guys. I don't know. If one of you guys were to be born from my body, I don't know what hole you would come from. Oh shit. Venosa? You raiding into little old me? How's it going, Venosa? Can we get a little shout out for Venosa Kagari? It was good, everyone. Not much, not much. Raid in this economy? Off to practice. Hopefully my streak doesn't end today. Next week got a bit busier than it was going to be originally. Tournament. Then saw that there's a show I want to see in that area. Provoker and Glixen. And then getting dragged to see a movie at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. I'm not here on Friday. So there will be no stream on Friday. I've got to... It's Guy Cade next Friday. So I'm going to be doing that. Venosa, what were you getting up to today? Nobody's giving you a shout out, so let me do it. Let me be a good host here. Shout out. Oh, Dizzy beat me to it. Too quick. Last category, art. Venosa, what were you drawing? I suspect it was Busty Babes, but, you know, never really know till you ask. No Busty Babes today. Oh, shit. Evolved. What's going on, big guy? Everything okay? I wanna feel like I'm not real. Some hair and heads today. Well, look, Venosa, if you want to share anything, you know the deal. You know the deal. Links are open. Go crazy. Show me what you got, big dog. Let's take a little peek. I wouldn't say too quick. I've been told it's premature. To me, it was right on time. It was just enough time, okay? Yo, I'm good. Just trying to get more practice in to make the babes look more stunning like you. Thank you. I am a stunning babe. Actually, I was supposed to have my titties out. Where'd they go? I must have hit a button or something. Sometimes if I hit a button, it changes my PNG toggle. Normally, they're supposed to be out, but... Well, not normally. They're not supposed to be out normally. But somebody redeemed them earlier. Alright, I'm out. Have a good stream, Michael Mouse. Bye-bye, Dizzy Keebs. How do you know my real name? Your tits are still there. They're there now, because I just brought them back, but they had disappeared. Oh shit, Black Knight. Let me make sure the Songify thing's working. It might be fucked right now. Give me a sec. I always forget to reset it at the start of stream. Well, they are for me. Well, yeah, well that's because they're out. But they were temporarily away. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I gotta update this stupid thing. What do we got? Spotify disconnected. Something I wrong. Something I wrong. Something I belong. Okay, Black Knight, should be good now. Don't queue up your song. I'll do it for you. Save you the 5 channel points. Give me a second here. And then we got a big fat link from Venosa that we'll take a look at. Fat link, fat with a PH. Amen, brother. What'd that link do? Alright. Alright, this is stream safe. Excellent. Check out these anime... Whoa, so big. Check out these anime heads by Venosa, dude. Are you using the same brush as me, or am I tripping? Looks similar. I think there's a little bit of a textural difference. It's very close. These are sick, dude. You're really doing the complex anime hair, huh? I struggle with really long hair like this, so it's always a very challenging thing to do. And I feel like if you keep practicing it, you'll get pretty skilled at it. I'm just using G Pen with anti-aliasing. Okay. This is also kind of the G Pen. It's the GWA pen, but I don't know what the WA stands for. Looks good, dude. Well, look, Venosa, where can people find you? Obviously, they can find you on Twitch. If you want to drop any other links, you're more than welcome to. Don't let me stop you. GWA? Exactly, GWA. Day's been okay, but got a headache. I've been baking my brains out in the sun. You sound dehydrated, dude. You gotta drink some water. I don't get out at all during the summer. I prefer being cold rather than being hot any day. Yeah, same. I'm team cold every single day of the week, bro. I do not like the heat at all. I can't stand it, actually. Venosa, thank you for the art tags. I'm gonna put it over here, and we're gonna go back to draw my heads. But if you want to drop any links to where people can go follow your channel and check out your stuff, your Insta handle is Venosa67. You can just drop the link if you want. Up to you. The floor is yours. Only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun? Is that true? By the way, how common is it for Englishmen to bathe in their garbage bins? I saw a video of a dog having a martini in a garbage bin, and he seemed very angry, despite looking very relaxed. So I don't know if that's common or what, but very interesting British behavior, if I do say so. I love that video. He's so British looking, dude. Shit, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Alrighty, big dog, don't mind me then. I won't. Thanks for having me, and thanks for having everyone else from the raid. Hey, no problem, dude. Anytime. You already know that, though. Standing desk check. I literally just sat down. I was standing for the first half hour. I was standing before string 2. So now I've assumed the seated position. You might have actually just heard the motor if that cued you in. Also, how you doing, Verb? Verb, apparently Glad broke her leg. Or foot. I don't know if you saw the x-ray picture. The Glad Sass foot reveal. I like how everybody's just posting their x-rays into the meme channel. Whatever, dude. All good. Gotta lock in for my thesis at the moment? Oh, shit. Being here is probably not a good idea, then. She seems fragile like that. She does seem pretty fragile, doesn't she? Glad Sass? More like Glad Soft. Glad broke her foot? That's right. Chat, what kind of hair would this lady have? What do you guys think? And I know every time I ask you guys give me the most insane shit ever, so fuck it, whatever. I'm just drawing off the cuff right now. There's no big goals with these drawings. Just kind of sketching. Aw, man, speedy recovery. I hope you do well, Glad. I hope you heal. I hope your healing takes long enough for you to not have to work for a really long time, but not so long that you don't have to, you know, that you can walk again. Happened today, so not really. I'm assuming a full head of it. She was DUI. Yeah, she got a DUI and broke her foot. Now that's the right thinking? I'm always thinking right, dude. Always. I'm so sleepy, guys. Do a wolf cut? Do I want to do a wolf cut? Yeah, alright, whatever. I'll do a wolf cut. Let me just figure out the skull here. I think the chin's still a little big. EP Bo Beepy Little Baby. Yeah, that's me, dude. That's me. I feel like this whole region needs to be tilted in a little bit. Oops. Do I like that? Nah. But it definitely felt a little too distorted, like it's in the wrong position. She looks like she needs some waves in her life. I'm not giving her a wavy. We're gonna do the wolf cut. This guy could use some waves though. I don't even know how I would do waves. Probably just like some textural shit, you know? feel like I can't do them sharp like that. I have to do them curved, like opposing C's. I feel like that's how you make a dude look wavy. And then waves usually pull up from the crown, too. She need a lineup and some tattoos on her neck. We're doing a wolf cut, no lineups. No, she's not gonna be very crispy. With the fucking... Give her the stud look. Right, duh. Right, duh. For the longest time, I didn't know Lowrider and Why Can't We Be Friends were made by the same band. I had no idea. I didn't know either. I still feel like this head is like too big. Yo, Snack, my account got suspended on Discord. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing, dude. That must have just happened, because I was talking to you earlier. I think this eye is like peeking out a little too much. Just gonna trim a bit off her skull here. So what's the plan now, Zaza? Just make a new Discord, I guess? Can you even do that? Or are you like IP banned? Be friends, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? My account's suspended till 2028? What about an appeal? Can you do that? Like, if you just explain, like, hey, this was like a hack, I've changed all my passwords. Please, don't worry, it won't happen again. I'll be a good boy. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I don't like how aggressive the brow is there. Can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Nah, I can't. Damn. Oh, fuck, dude. That really sucks. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it doesn't take that long to get a new Discord account set up. My Cat Snack Discord account is not my main one. Spoiler alert, everybody. It's my alt account. We be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Can't we be friends? This guy's waves. We'll do them right another time. Sup, bud? What up, Zip Lip Dev? How you doing, big dog? Nothing crazy, just killing time? Killing time with me? Shit, I'm on. What are you killing time for, dude? My boss is busy with his exam and stuff, so no one to assign me work. I'm here. Hell yeah, dude. The best type of jobs are the ones where you can be lazy every now and then. I think if your work is like too slow, then it's boring as shit. And it's kind of like torture. But if you get some downtime, that's not too bad. I'm just kind of drawing random heads right now, dude. Nothing too fancy going on. My boss is 21. He has college and finals. Why is your boss so young, dude? Crazy. He pays you in beer bottles? Alright, whatever. To each their own. It's more like big gig-based work. Okay, cool, dude. I gotcha. I don't think beer bottles would cut it for me, unfortunately. I need money. Cold hard cash, you know? I'm just greedy like that. Fuck. Hops0311, thank you for the follow. How you doing? How you doing, Hops? This hair needs to fall a little bit closer on the face. Guess what? He's my roommate? Oh shit. You would not want to piss him off then if you gotta live with him. I could not. I mean, my boss is chill, I guess. I don't know if I'd want to live with her. Imagine having your boss as a roommate. You know what? I guess it depends on the boss. I think it's just better in general to not be like super duper good friends with your boss, but just for peace of mind, you know? Ocean Paws, how you doing, Ocean Paws? Been a minute. More on my end than yours, but... really difficult to break the habit of how I draw faces, you know? I'm trying to reinvent the wheel a little bit right now, but it's kind of tough. Hair time. Why does the description say 18 plus stream? Because we're an 18 plus stream, dude. I don't want a bunch of kids hanging around here. It doesn't mean that we're doing anything that's necessarily 18 plus, but sometimes we have topics and discussions that are a little bit risque, and because of that, I just want to make sure that I don't have to worry about, you know, policing minors in chat. It's just kind of a, it's sort of a peace of mind thing, you know? But we're not really doing anything necessarily 18 plus right now. It's just a community thing, you know? I feel like also because I've grown a community, like on Discord and Twitch and all that shit, making sure that they're, you know, people I want to actually spend time with is important. I don't really want to hang out with a bunch of people that are, like, under the age of 18. To be quite honest, 18-year-olds are still kind of young, but it's not as concerning as a bunch of, like, 12-year-olds hanging out in chat and saying stupid shit. You can usually tell when someone's pretty young. I remember walking in and seeing my own boss looking intensely at anatomy. I'm used to it. He draws too. Yeah, for sure, dude. It's not really just about drawing anatomy, though. It's more about just general maturity of the community. Oh, shit. I just threw my pen. Look. Whoopsies. Hey, Snag, what up, Milky? How you doing? How you doing, Big M? He also does 3D models and stuff. Hell yeah, dude. He is okay sometimes. I'm getting the impression you don't like your boss, dude. People posting broken bones like trophies. As long as people don't get into posting gore, I think I'm okay with a couple X-rays. Just no live leaks in the Discord, please. I'm begging you guys. I was talking about this last night because Crypt raided, and I said she raised the average age for my chat. Yeah, I guess for me, it's like, it's a combination of just sort of not wanting to deal with people of a certain age online, and also, you know, it just makes me more comfortable on the internet to have some sort of age gate, you know? I feel like if I'm making dick jokes, pee-pee poo-poo jokes, sex jokes, all that shit, if I'm saying cum every second sentence, or just delving into, like, more mature subjects, you know? I think I would want the community to also reflect the mentality that I have around discussing certain things. I think it's fine to sort of be immature, but I think if you can contrast it with maturity when it's appropriate, I prefer that. And I feel like, you know, having a more mature audience is the goal, and a big part of that is age, unfortunately. Whether you think so or not, the age plays a big role in how people react and respond to certain topics and things, and it's just, you know, not everything, when you're young, everything is like very extreme, because it's the first time you've experienced it, right? So it's always going to be a little bit more radical. As you get older, you sort of, you experience patterns more, you get a little wiser. Or not, I guess not everybody gets a little wiser, but generally speaking, if you learn from your experiences in life, you get a little wiser out of it. And as a consequence of that, you can have more grounded views on things. And I'm not a big fan of extremism in any direction, but... I've seen him have a mental breakdown. He was just trying to draw hands. Like, chill, it's not that deep. Oh, bro, you have no idea. I can relate to your roommate on this one. I've crashed out on drawing hands a few times. The trifecta, pee, poo, and cum. That's right. And your mom. I thought the trifecta was pee, poo, fart. Farts are more in the queef category, you know? Oh, we think good guy. Guys, I don't really want to listen to Outkast. I've heard the song 50 million times. Let me change this. The trifecta, my mom, and you. That's true. That's exactly what the trifecta is. For context, Nancy has lesbian moms, okay? The dream. Incredible blunt rotation. Where I'm the blunt. All three states of matter. Ooh, a little bit of dad rock, a little bit of Creed. Hell yeah. Leave the comfort of their place. Like, we three people use the same account, our feed is cured. It's VTubers, bike problems, and drawing tutorials. That sounds pretty dope, dude. I mean, look, I'm gonna be real. I'm not like, I don't think I'm a standard VTuber, because I don't do baby voices. Maybe I will, though, you know? Maybe I gotta start going the Sykkuno route and start, you know... I was gonna say baby maxing, but I don't think that's what he does. It'd be more like, what's the grift for, like, male VTubers? I guess I'd have to double down on the ASMR, like horny bait, you know? Oh, gosh, guys. I'm just struggling so much to draw right now. I really don't know what to draw. Oh, I'm such a baka. Ugh. Get a rigged model and do uwu redeems? I don't know, bro. I would get a 3D model if I did do a VTuber model. I think you need to go for it with the guide boxes on that 87-degree angle. Huh? Are you talking about this guy? Oh, you're saying, like, I should use a guide? Nah, no, I'm gonna raw dog it, bro. I'm gonna raw dog it. Trust. Can you take me higher? Don't remind me, I have model work. Your 2D animated model is kind of unique, not gonna lie. That was the whole goal, dude. Also, big spoiler here, Ziplip. I don't normally have titties. I am a dude. A place where louder streams. Male VTubers are always posh femboys. That's true. I'm just not woke enough, dude. I don't think I could go the femboy route. Even better, you love that I'm a boy? Hell yeah, dude. I love that I'm a boy. Wouldn't have it any other way. Feel like I'm alive for the very first time. Oh no, you mean to tell me you got a PP? I don't have to PP right now, but I do have a PP, yeah. Take these dreams and make them mine. See, Lemon, we're just raw dogging it. It's working. I am strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. You take me higher. Realistically, guys, I think the only way I could actually expand into being like a larger VTuber is to just get out of the art category. I think the art category is just kind of limited, you know? But I don't have an interest in playing video games or anything. I mean, I guess I do. I've kind of had a resurgence in gaming lately. But I don't really want to be a gaming VTuber, you know? It's where I am and see. Join me in being a shit gamer? I don't want to game. I'm gonna be real. I don't really want to be a gamer. Guys, please use the Songify link. Or not the Songify link, Spotify link. Otherwise it's gonna queue up whatever. The song's not horrible though, I'll listen to it. I was forced into this content thing. I'm now a media manager for a massive YouTube channel with like 10 subs. Crazy work. Damn, bro. Talking to a real millionaire. Honestly, growing on YouTube is an interesting thing. It's a thing that I kind of gave up on, to be quite honest. I just don't really give a shit that much. Maybe one day I'll find the resolve to become a VTuber, or not VTuber, content creator on YouTube. But right now, I'm just not really feeling it. I think this eyebrow needs to be higher up. It's so pixelated. Oh my god. The eyes are the right height. The brows could be in a little different position here. I'm gonna make the chin a little smaller, I think. It's just 3 without internet name of Zip, Zippy, and Zippany. It gets confusing quickly. Zippany sounds a lot like it could be a real name, you know? Snacky! I've missed your ass. Just my ass, bro? What am I, a piece of meat to you, NFT? There's a real human being with a personality and feelings behind this. Okay? I'm not just a piece of ass. Sade, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, dude. You've been subbed for 6 months. Crazy. Thank you for the support, Sade. I appreciate it. Sade, third day. Is there a category for being a mouse that doesn't want to game or talk to anyone and just wants money? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd have to be like a main character in like a Disney film, I think. I feel like the girl drawing is looking at me in disgust. I feel like if she'd be disgusted, she'd be more like this. There you go. Now she's disgusted with you. We're gonna go back to the original, though. Actually, fuck it. We're gonna keep her disgusted. I like the look. Hope you've been doing good, Mr. Snackster. I'm alright. I'm alright. I apologize, I've missed your personality and your mid-animation skills. Thank you. See, was that so hard to say? I've missed having a chatter that I almost think of banning every single stream. So welcome back, NFT. Yeah, actually, I like the more neutral expression. Maybe I'll change the mouth later. Your character design looks like if William Shortpaws was young. Look him up for a sec. You know what? I will. William Shortpaws. Oh, you mean my PNG tuber? I could see it, I guess. I could see it. That's pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie. Rude. Is NFT being rude, Glad? Glad, tell me what I should do with him. You have full control over what I do to NFT. Within reason. Pin of shame. Zip, believe it or not, NFT would love to be pinned. His ego couldn't, it doesn't like being ignored. He'll remind me when I don't read his messages. I think you should show mercy. Alright, consider yourself lucky, NFT. Your godmother's protecting you. Okay, I got some proportion issues here. Chin's very long. Okay, let me tweak some of this. Dude, my roommate just had a breakdown and threw his book across the room. He stomped out with his cigarette box. Damn. Ciggy box? Bro, are you Australian? Your roommate pays you in beers, and you say ciggy. I assume you're Australian. Yes, pin me? You're not getting pinned, dog. Try another chatter, or another streamer. Not this one. Yeah, see, my eyes are a little... are they off? I think it could just be the angle. Ah, they're fine. That eyebrow's a little low, though. Oops. The book is something about analytical geometry and vector calculus, whatever that is. Probably has nothing to do with art. I've never heard those terms in my life for art. These drawings look so off to me. Snack, your commands are broken. I don't think so, dude. I think you're just rolling micropeens, dude. It's not my fault. I'll go take a shit. Okay, thanks for letting me know, dude. I open it, it's some math shit. It looks like an alien language, not gonna lie. His reaction's understandable, I guess. Yeah, I'd be tweaking too if I had to do math right now. Fun fact, lads, I went out last night, and this weekend, my bag broke. I could fix it, and my bestie sent me someone on a short trip to the hospital. It was great fun, trust. Who'd your best friend hurt, dude? Town. Ollie the Cookie, what up, dude? How's it going? I almost said dog. Which is what I meant to say, but... Switch to dude. Pretty shit, but at least there's a snack stream. Why shit? Actually, do I want to know, Ollie? Sometimes I worry. As long as things are okay and stable-ish. I hope you're good, dog. It was an accident mixed with a dare, so it was a human bite, and both of them thought it was hilarious. Your friend bit your other friend? What kind of freaky-ass people are you hanging out with, dude? It was chill. We were like not sober, so doing dumb things. I don't think I've ever bitten my friend while drunk, but you know, there's always time, I guess. I'm still young. You've bitten your friends when you're sober? I haven't. Not yet. They haven't pissed me off enough. Have you guys bitten your friends while sober? Actually, I don't know if I want to know the answer to that. There's some freaks in chat, for sure. I don't know what kind my roommate is. What do you mean, what kind? Okay, if this is the center line here, we need this bottom lip to sort of wrap like that. Then we need the chin, probably like that. I do everything, art, study. He has like a bag of certificates, which he says he got positions in speech and chess and shit. And I still cry, and still cries that he sucks. I'm not exactly sure what you said there. I've gotten a Siggy put out on me when we were drunk. Fun shit. Another Siggy user, dude. You guys say Siggies, huh? I feel like the slang here in Canada is darts. Hacking a dart, you know? At least that's what it was when I was younger. I don't know where it is now, but... We called him the F slur? That I know. That I know. Do you smoke, Nancy? Are you a smoker? How many of you guys smoke cigs? How many smokers in chat do we have? This guy's face is kind of long. I'm talking about him, by the way. I know what you're saying. I'm just not exactly sure what you're saying. What are you saying? He practices chess, but he's not very good at it? I'm here watching another guy draw because I'm bored. I thought it's because you liked me, dude. Fine. I'll take that as a compliment. Only when drunk? Okay. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. Everyone else in my family does, so it was hard not to end up picking it up. I mean, I suppose so. My whole family smoked too. That's why I didn't smoke, because I found it so gross. It like annoyed me. Both my parents smoked. My aunts and uncles all smoked. I just didn't like it. Oh, I'm saying he's good at stuff, but he won't stop crying that he's not. It's attention-seeking behavior or extreme perfectionism. Probably a bit of both. I can relate to that a little bit. I certainly, like, am hard on myself. I don't think it's attention-seeking necessarily. I think it's sort of like a self-motivator for me to basically be real and be like, look, you're good, but you're not, like, where you need to be, you know? So maybe it's like that for him, or maybe he just likes the attention. I don't know. I feel like there's different ways to do it, you know? If you're going up to people and being like, oh, I'm so bad. Oh, am I not so bad at this? You're clearly fishing for compliments. You're fishing for people to be like, no, you're really not bad. You're actually really good. You're really good. That's different than I think if you're like, fuck, man, I need to get better at this shit, or I need to get better at this, like, angle or whatever, or I need to get better at this specific thing, you know? Like, I feel like that difference there is, like, clear. If you're being, like, broad and just being like, oh, I'm just so generally bad at everything. Also, like, tone plays a part in it, too. Like, if I'm talking shit about my art, I'm not really looking for compliments. The reality is, I think, you know, by virtue of being a Twitch streamer, a lot of people will start being like, no, Snack, you're good, don't worry, you're good. And the thing is, like, I know I'm not bad, okay? I know I'm not bad. But it's more just being like, you know, this is just sort of how I talk to myself when I'm trying to improve. You know, it's weird. So, I don't know, you'd have to be the judge. and you'd have to know exactly sort of what your buddy is. I can't tell you, you know, but that's sort of how I see it, I guess. The above head triangle eye is perfect. I just noticed the nose for some reason looks magnificent. You like his big ass schnoz? You know why it looks better? I did something a little different on this one that I didn't really do on the other ones. I built an underlayer, and when you add underlayers with like shadows and stuff like this, it makes it feel a lot more appealing. It makes it feel fuller, like the forms are better detailed. Because I'm not actually changing any of the lines. And I'm gonna try it on the other heads that I have above here. I tried it a little bit on the like weird Freeran angle thing, but like if I trace over this, it'll probably feel a little nicer actually. See how it adds depth to the form. I think of them as cultural things, like those pagan bonfires, more so than nicotine. Oh, like the cigarette stuff? Yeah. More like, I don't suck, but I'm not as good as I wish I am. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I think it comes out to other people as you just sort of, like, humble bragging or trying to, like, fish for compliments. But I think most people in chat here, I hope, are able to tell when I'm actually crashing out at myself and when I'm looking for attention. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I actively look for attention very often. Or at all, to be quite honest. Attention to details are good. You even made the little bump they have on the 3/4 upper part of the nose. Oh yeah, like the... Well, a nose is basically just a pyramid like this, okay? And then this part here is like a ball, right? And then you've got sort of the nostrils, and when you put all these together in their own separate regions, like this has its own form here. And when you put all these together, you can design the nose a little bit more realistically. That's all I'm doing. Just thinking of like where those forms are. Jack, didn't you say you have a huge nose? I do have a big nose. This is what I look like. I think I just happened to notice because he's always 3 feet next to me. Yeah, probably. If you drew me from the top, it'd be something like this, you know? That's me from the top. This is my nose. You can't even see the top head of my face. The human version of Snoopy? Oh, that's a good point. I didn't actually think of that. if I drew a center line on this girl, this is sort of where her features should line up a little bit. So I think her nose is a little out of position. Her chin is probably fine. Don't really like the mouth positioning. I'm gonna move the nostril over here. No, I don't like that. The overview man you drew has a perfect pervert gaze, not gonna lie. Now there's a woman looking at me in disgust and a guy with a pervert thought. I don't know how to feel right now. This guy. Oops. Yeah, we're just taking a break. We were drawing this chick the other day, and then I kind of got distracted, so now I'm gonna do this guy. I don't really know what to draw, guys. I'm gonna be honest, today might be a short stream. I'm feeling kind of out of it, to be honest. I know I've been missing for a while, but I'm still not fully there yet. Greetings, this is Zip. It's come to my attention my employee's been using our shared studio account to watch a VTuber. He's been taken to the designated bird cage for 3 days. I apologize on his behalf. That's okay, dude. He already gave me your credit card information, so I don't really need anything else at this point. It was nice knowing you, employee. Enjoy the bird cage. Now again we try. I'm just kidding, by the way. 'Cause it's not too late. It's never too late. Damn, hate it when that happens. I love it personally. You guys ever been put in a cage? Actually, don't answer that. Will never be what I expected. And if I don't belong, be alright. Till I hear you say you want to end your life. Maybe we'll turn it all around, 'cause it's not too late. Not too late, it's never too late. We've been talking about cigs so much, I figured I'd just draw a guy doing smoking cigs, you know? Snack, you like being in a cage, huh? I don't. They put me in a cage Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day at work. It's called the wage cage, and I can't stand it, dude. All I want to do is break free. Like a bird. Once again. Do they at least give you enrichment and fresh water? They let me pee and poo and all that stuff, but they do give me money because they feel bad, but once again. What's up? What are you drawing? I have no idea, dude. Just whatever comes to mind, really. There's no plan right now for what I'm drawing. Just kind of going, you know? How you doing, Boar's Bones? Enjoy your lurk, Myth. Is that the fish guard from Undertale? Probably not. I've never played Undertale in my life, so that would be quite the coincidence. I just like the sort of flat profile look. And honestly, it's probably based on a different character I've drawn in the past. I can't remember. There's like a page I had a while ago with a bunch of random... let me see if I can find it. I was going off of a previous drawing I'd done, which was... It was... I want to say... this one. I just like it was this. I was going based off of this guy's original design. Damn, you making masterpieces and calling it random? Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. They are just random though. They're just whatever I feel like doing at the time. I feel like doing like a little mohawk thing or something. I don't know. I need a better flow though. I notice a lot of characters with stitches. You into that? Yeah, I like adding... Well, these guys don't have any stitches. I think on this page... No, not this page. This page is what you're talking about mostly, right? Yes, I like the aesthetic. I find it very appealing. Yeah, just like it adds texture, you know? Scrabble Brains, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. You'd love Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen? I'm gonna be real, dog. I don't watch a lot of anime. Not these days, anyways. I have watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't get very far into it. So I know who you're talking about. And people always say that whenever they see my work. With you. Too much on the spikies here. I just don't like the... I don't like the thingamajigger there. What's up, Jadu? How you doing, big dog? Brother, what is the Ziplip guy talking about? Who put who in a cage? So apparently the lore with Ziplip, I just met this dude today, but from what he told me, there are about 3 different people that use that account. And I think one of them is the employer of another one, and I guess they were joking around about putting him in a cage. But that's about as much knowledge as I have. I don't know if I really like this. I think this ear would have to go a little farther back. In the hospital right now. It's crazy. I'm fine, but my mom's a bit rough though. Oh shit, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that, bro. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. If you got a dip, bro, you know, you don't gotta hang around here. I know you're a mod and all, but no pressure. I started watching Invincible this week. I couldn't bother, dude. I watched like the first season and I was like, this shit's kind of mid, and then I just stopped. And now everybody's hating on it for the animation, and I feel validated. Damn, it's a YouTube channel with 12 subs. The animations are okay, I guess. Not my cup of tea. Description's killing me. You gotta read that. Maybe I'll check it out later. I don't do much on YouTube. I'm not very big on YouTube, Boris Bones, as you could tell. Most of my audience is on Twitch. I think the only content I've ever produced is like a few reels, and then it's all lives. It's mid, but I feel like it has potential in some concepts. I'm so done with superhero shit, bro. I don't care, you know? You guys are probably gonna hate me today, but I think I'm gonna wrap up stream pretty soon. I'm just feeling kind of off. What's up? What's up with you, big dog? Nah, nothing. Just feeling a little weird today. Wrap up? I just got here. Sorry, dude. I'll be back next Saturday. Next Saturday and Sunday for sure. Friday is going to be a no-go. I got plans. But then after that, we're resuming back to the 3-day-a-week schedule without any interruptions. Why are you blushing like that in the model? I'm just happy to see you, bro. There you go. Blush is gone. Before you go, any tips on maintaining consistency between frames while animating? I keep getting flickers. Yeah. You basically gotta check your volumes. You gotta pick up. I'm rating the Ziplore, the Booze Man, sound kind of rude, not gonna lie. I don't know, it didn't sound rude. We don't need to 1v1 chatters right now. Yeah, my advice for maintaining volumes when animating is to check your volumes, you know? You should really be drawing roughs, and you can get a little crazy with the roughs and get all the timing and flows going, and then you should really just pick your keyframes and define your keyframes, you know, and draw them. They don't have to be clean, but they should be legible, you know? And then what you do is you go between all of your keyframes and you compare them. Literally overlay them, you know? Take one keyframe, put it over top of the other keyframe, make sure the volumes are consistent, make sure the spacing on the head is good, all that stuff. And then, yeah. That's what you should be doing. Literally every time. I love the tail and ear animation. Did you make it yourself? I did not. This is not my... The PNG Tuber was designed by one of my mods. I do animations. This is an animation I've done. I'll show you real quick, and then I'm going to wrap up stream, I think. But this is some animation work I've done. It's a little laggy, because it's just loading right now, but... Once it stops being choppy, it'll look better, I promise. I do animation sometimes, mostly just sort of draw random bullshit on stream. Better than One Punch Man Season 3. I stopped after Season 1. So we've done some stuff like this. We've done some... Actually, I'm not going to show that one. We've done some head turn stuff. Yeah, just a little bit of whatever. I'm practicing in-betweening, so the keyframes I got from Sakagoboru, but I'm kind of struggling. Then you need to measure your distances, you know? If you're struggling with your keyframes and doing your in-betweens... where the hell is the... If you're struggling with your in-betweens, dude... Like, you gotta... What the fuck? What layer was I drawing on just now? Oh, okay. Like, if I want the head to go from here to here, I need to figure out my timing. If this is, like, A, let's say. A1. And this is B. And you're going from A to B. Then maybe this is a breakdown, right? Maybe this is A2. You need to plan ahead of time how many frames you're going to have. Do I want to slow out at this top one? If so, do I want to slow out with a favor, or do I want to go right in the middle? If I'm favoring, I'm moving it a little closer to the starting point, because I'm favoring it. It's favored, right? But standard would just be something like this, right? And then something like this. And then when you slow out of the... Thank you for explaining in studio lingo. I don't understand, Mouse Man. Okay. There are things called... Okay, we're gonna go back to basics. So there are key poses, which are your extremes. Think of a punch, okay? If your character is punching, he's gonna have his key pose where he's starting, okay? Like this, he's just in a neutral position. Maybe he's got his boxer stance or whatever, you know? And then maybe the next key pose is going to be him fully extended punching. Okay? By the way, you look like Geronimo's granddad if he was young. Look him up. You literally said the same thing as Zip earlier. And between these poses, we need to determine if we want other drawings. Okay? If you do, you need to understand, are these just going straight from this position to this position? Or are we adding complexity? Is he coming back first, winding up for the punch, right? And then stepping into the punch? Is he dropping down and getting a big stretch on him as he goes for his punch? All of this stuff matters, okay? And these poses here, outside of the key poses, they're going to be considered breakdowns. And breakdowns in animation are usually underlined. So if you have a drawing, let's say it's frame 2, and it's a breakdown, you would underline it. But beyond that, what you want to do is you want to plan out your animation. So if you've got a drawing here at the start, you wanna make sure that you know how many drawings you're gonna need to move from this drawing over to this drawing over here. You know, in this particular case, this is a really weird arc, so I'd probably space these out. I was just kind of drawing these heads for funsies earlier, but if I was doing like a head turn, let's say, I'd probably do something like this. Then I'd probably do something like this. Then I'd probably squash this quite a bit. And I would do something like this. This is like a default head turn, by the way. And then you would have another drawing here, you know. Here. These are your key poses. Then you'd have your in-betweens. Like here, maybe. Something like this, and then, you know, your final in-between like this, whatever. The point is, you want to plan, Jadu. You gotta plan, and then you gotta measure. You gotta measure, you gotta be like, okay, if my eye starts in this position here, like if I have an eye over here, and I want this eye to go from this position, like a 3/4 position or whatever, to a front-on position over here. I have to measure the whole way through. I have to know what happens to the eye when it rotates, whether it gets wider, whether it gets taller, whether it gets thinner. I need to know all of this stuff. And then I need to track it as I'm animating. So if I'm animating, now I know this eye is going to be wider in the front position than it is in the 3/4 position. And so that means if I'm doing an in-between here, it has to be wider than this one, but not as wide as this one. And that's going to apply to all the features of the eye. And now it's like, okay, well, are my shapes the same? I don't think they are. I don't think everything's feeling right now, you know? And now you're saying, okay, well, is it moving fast or is it moving slow? If it's slow, there's not going to be a lot of form destruction or breakdown. Like, you're not going to have a lot of squash and stretch. If it's going fast, then you're going to get a lot of squash and stretch, you know? You gotta exaggerate the form. So it'd be more like this as it zips across here. And you want to make sure that your arcs are working. So you want to make sure that if you're tracking the bottom or corner of this eye, your tracking creates an arc that feels organic. If it doesn't, it's going to break the drawing. If your arcs aren't working, so this is everything you need to consider when you're doing in-betweens. Like, this stuff doesn't just go away. You can't just eyeball this shit or guess it. You have to track and you have to measure. You'll eventually be able to eyeball it, but when you're starting out, you gotta really make sure that you're doing things well. It's really important to build those habits so that when you want to get a little faster later on, you can. Anyways. Dog, he said that? Am I even real or a reflection, an echo of the one before me? I'm starting to wonder that myself, dude. You've been thinking about him a lot. You know, if it's a stretched out face, is it stretching? Is there directionality to the stretch? Are things dragging? If there's hair, is the hair dragging in a certain direction? You know? All this stuff kind of is important. So I don't know what you're drawing. But this is how you have to think when you're animating. Too much. Or maybe make it a smear frame and have fun with it. Yeah, you can make it a smear frame. You can do whatever you want, dude. You know? I'm feeling down. I just wanna be alone. Alright guys, this is gonna be a big bummer for everybody, but I'm gonna wrap up. I'm getting out of here. I'm dunsies for the day. Sorry for the short stream, guys. I'm just kind of out of it. I'll catch you guys on Saturday next week, alright? See you there. Bye-bye.